The messages of "in memory of" and "rest in peace" are cliches, but during a hard time like this, cliches are the only words that come to mind for a lot of people because anything else just brings out anger, frustration, remorse, and tears. Being allowed to walk into a funeral for two people I have never met was a very unique experience for me. I was allowed to go inside the church to take pictures and film such a personal day in many people's lives. The decorations were easy pictures to take because they are objects that show innocence. These gifts are ones that were never intended for the victims, but only for visual aid in describing what people have lost. The part where I struggled the most was when I saw a Philadelphia Inquirer photographer standing only inches from the open casket with both LaToya and Remedy in it, snapping pictures. Two dead bodies and people looking at them must have been a shot she felt she needed. I tried to experiment with how I would feel taking the picture and then later talking about it. Words do not really describe the uneasy emotion that came over me when I had to look through a lens at death and mourning all in one flash. This is one occasion when the subject of the photograph will not say cheese. These three women wear the stern look of grief a little too well. This was taken just before they walked down the aisle at United Methodist Church in Ballackinwood for the funeral of 22-year-old LaToya Smith and her 11-month-old daughter, Remedy Smith. The name Remedy becomes ironic when everyone involved in the Feltonville incident is searching for one. Airbrushed items such as t-shirts, posters, and cakes seem to be the quick solution to make a memory last. Airbrushing takes a shorter amount of time to prepare than having something sent away to be printed or something being neatly painted. I found airbrushed items at the funeral, at the memorial on 3rd Street, and on cars parked outside of the victims' houses. I wonder if making this cake was harder than any other that these two have ever had to make. Turning something so tragic into one's passion for artwork must be a difficult task. These are scenes from the night of the crime. Smashed, crushed, totaled, pain are a few of the words that come to mind when first looking at these pictures. The car was wedged in between a house and a utility pole after it struck the 4 victims. The driver, Donta Craddock, still has his life to think about what happened that night, while LaToya, Remedy, Gina, and Aaliyah will never be able to know what might have been.